Good morning, friends. And you get to see real life. Isn't it gorge? Really rough, it's fine. Today I'm going to be filming, this sounds so bougie, a what I eat in a day to lose weight, lazy keto food day. Woohoo! It's Thursday. And I've already had a liter of water and I'm about to take Ella to school. And then I'm either gonna get Starbucks or I'm gonna get a Bang energy drink. So that will be my first thing of the day other than water. John made breakfast this morning. I didn't eat it yet. It's scrambled eggs and ham. I'm not really feeling it, but I may eat that when I get home. I'll let you guys know. It's still over there waiting for me. He's such a good man. He makes breakfast pretty much every day, but it's all selfishly made because he likes breakfast every day. And I do 2 meals already. Like, I'm not doing a third. No way, no how. See this? I can't make this work and cook breakfast. I can't do it. So yeah, that's it. Ella, let's put shoes on. Time to get my baby to school. Okay, friends, we're in the car. We are on to our first stop, which I believe is going to be the gas station where I get the Bang energy drinks. For those of you who are new here, I just recently tried them. I'm not a big energy drink person. Like, I maybe have one of these a week now that I've tried them 3 weeks ago. But they're pretty keto friendly, I have to say, and they're delicious, and the energy you get from them is steady, and mama needs it today. I really do. I actually went on a no caffeine hiatus for a little bit because it was making me have anxiety and like heart palpitations and all of those things. But you know, the way my mom life is set up, I don't have a life set up for no caffeine right now. I just don't. So that's where we're gonna go. We're gonna go get caffeine, and I'll show you guys like the macros and stuff on them. But I've found, especially this week, I'm eating more how I ate in the beginning of keto, like when I was hardcore. And I say hardcore lightly. Hardcore lazy keto, like when I was really mindful of what I was eating and tracking and stuff. And I'm losing weight pretty quickly again, which is fun. I always love that feeling. Like when the scale goes down every day, you're like, yeah. So that's basically where I'm at right now. I know I seem like all over the place. It's because I haven't had caffeine and I need to make that happen like right now. Okay guys, so I made it work and I went and got a Bang. This is what Bang is. I got the Power Punch flavor. I also got the grape one for John. These are the macros on it. Let's see if I can get it so it's not shining. No carbs, no sugar, and it's actually probably one of the better energy drinks as far as not having a bunch of crap in it. Guys, these are amazing. If you just need a pick-me-up, oh my gosh. Yes. Yeah. 8:05. And I'm gonna have this right now. Okay. Thank you. I love this song. Burning through my darkest night, I wanna scream and shout. I do it 1,000 times again. Okay guys, it's time for me to eat. I'm going to have some ham steak and some scrambled eggs that John made this morning for breakfast. I'm gonna eat it now. It's 9 o'clock. So, first meal of the day. I would say overall this breakfast has probably a carb in it. There's no carbs in the eggs and there's very few carbs in the ham. Yeah. I'm gonna eat this and I'll show you guys what I have for food later. Okay friends, time for the second meal of the day. It is 1:19 and I'm going to make a low carb ham and cheese roll up, so I'll show you. So I already showed you guys these earlier, but these are the tortillas I use, and 4 grams of carbs for one. And then I will put a little bit of this Philadelphia cream cheese on. This is the garden vegetable. It has 2 grams of carbs per serving and 2 tablespoons. I put less than a tablespoon on my tortilla. About that much. The ham that I use, I believe it's 2 grams of carbs, yeah, per serving of 2 ounces. I use about 3 slices of ham. I always just count the carbs as if I'm using 2 ounces. I'm pretty sure I'm not, but if I am, you know, better to go up than down when counting. Okay, come on now. Fat thumbs. Can she open it? Can she do it? Oh. 12 years later. Add a little feta. Just a little. These are really good and they're super filling. Hold on. Something new I'm loving. They're such a nice treat. The carb count on these are total carbs are 8 grams. Fiber is 3 grams and there's 3 grams of sugar. And it's a serving is 28 nuts. I have about 10. So I always counted about 5 grams of carbs just because, I don't know, I always just round up. When in doubt, round up. And yes, this fills your girl up. It really does. So it's 1:23 and I'm gonna eat this, drink my water, and I'll bring you guys along with me when I cook dinner. Hey friends, me again, and it is 2 o'clock. I'm not hungry. I just had lunch. I just kind of want to talk to you guys a little bit. Now that I'm growing so quickly, my channel is growing, and there's so many new people, and I'm just like overwhelmed with excitement, and I'm grateful and all of those things. Let me move so you guys don't see my dirty dishes in the background. To be honest, today I'm not feeling it. Like today I'm exhausted, TMI, but it's that time of the month and I'm drained physically, emotionally. I'm drained today, and I'm back on keto hardcore. So naturally that's gonna be an adjustment as well for me. But I'm really struggling today, and I feel like that's important for me to share. I am struggling. I am struggling with wanting bad food. I'm struggling with just saying screw it and eat whatever I want. And that is not the way that I'm going to get to my end goal. So I'm trying to be very kind to myself. I took a nice long shower. I'm just kind of relaxing, and that's hard for me to do. That's also why you're not gonna see a video today. You'll see this, but you won't see it on the day I'm filming, which is rare for me. I usually film and then upload it in the same day, but I just wanted to be totally transparent. I struggle just like everyone else does. I don't know everything, just like no one else. Not everybody knows everything about everything. And I'm a human being, and that's the way it is. I do take some comments, I would say respect them. It's hard when you put yourself on the internet and you're like, oh gosh, like I wasn't thinking that 30,000 people were gonna see my video when I posted it. So it's been overwhelming a little bit, and I don't know if that's affecting me. I don't think it is, because overall majority of comments are so freaking nice. But like sometimes you're just like, oh, okay. So that's been an adjustment for me. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's been an adjustment. But I really feel like this community we're building here is going to do something good, and I just hope that I can encourage someone to stick it out even when you're feeling discouraged, or you're having an emotional day, or you're having a moment. Just, you know, don't give in to those feelings, and this day will pass and tomorrow will be a better day. Just stick it out. It's going to be okay. So I don't know if any of this made sense, but I just feel like I need to like come on here and say, yes, your girl is overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. It's like overwhelming to do all the things. Passion is YouTube. I never in a million years thought I would be, but I love this. I love this. And I will continue to do it for as long as God lets me. So just know that I see all of your comments. I appreciate every single one of them. You guys have been so kind to me. And I'm grateful. I'm really grateful. I also want to say thank you to whoever ordered CBD from the herb clinic. That is so cool. I'm like baffled that people take my recommendations and like actually want to try it, and I know you'll have great success with it. At least I hope so, and I hope it works. Whoever you are, I hope it works for you, and I hope that you get some relief. So thank you guys so much for, you know, being so supportive about the anxiety video. I really wasn't hesitant to film that. I don't know, for some reason I'm so open about anxiety. I feel like I've been open about it, but I guess some people just didn't know that I suffer from it. And I feel like I'm definitely not alone. I think everyone has anxiety in some way or another. And I just decided to be open about it because I'm not embarrassed. I mean, it's natural to feel the feelings, and I feel them all the time. So I just, you know, I'm really grateful for the support I've had with that video, and with bringing awareness to anxiety and mental health in general is super important. And this channel is me just talking about my life, and my life is a lot of different things, and my mental health has drastically improved, but there's always room for more improvement, and I can't wait to see where I'll be in another year from now when this weight comes off of me. I need to thank you for keeping me accountable on this journey that I'm on as far as my weight loss, because the days I do struggle and I want to say I'm not gonna say that, but when I do want to, I think back to, there is now almost 5,000 people who are wanting to see me succeed or find me motivational, and I can't let them down. I can't let myself down. I can't let my daughter down. I cannot let my husband down. So thank you so much for giving that to me, because that is what I need to keep going. And you guys really genuinely help me keep going, and I'm beyond grateful for it. So if I can help you keep going in any way, please let me know how. I hope this day of eating, I know it's super boring and the food is pretty basic, but this is how I eat, and that's why I preach simple, easy keto, lazy keto, whatever. There are if you keep it simple and you eat simple foods with this way of eating, you'll have success in some form or another, whether it's weight loss or mental clarity or just overall feeling better, healing your body. You will have success. And if this way of eating doesn't work for you, or it's not good for you, then don't eat this way. I mean, eat whatever way makes you feel good. I'm totally for it. If you're vegan, that is awesome. Ethically, I would love to do that. I think that's wonderful for people who eat that way. If you are a vegetarian, if you eat carnivore, however you eat and it fuels your body and makes you happy, eat that way, okay? So now that I've ranted, I'm going to start an early dinner tonight, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm making. Tonight I'm making my taco skillet. This is one of my go-to easy meals, and I'm gonna tell you the ingredients in it. So do you guys have a pen and paper? Perhaps. It's a pound of ground beef, red pepper and green pepper, zucchini, onion. I usually add squash, but I don't have squash this time. Packet of taco seasoning. Find your most low carb or macro friendly taco seasoning. And it usually calls for a can of Rotel, which I don't think I have Rotel. So when I don't have Rotel, I add a little bit of salsa. Yes, if you are strict keto, tomatoes you're not supposed to have because sugar and stuff like that. I have found though, I still remain in ketosis when I add these kinds of things into my food, especially because I do eat such few carbs during my day. I find my dinner can have a little bit more carbs in it, and I do just fine. All of these things together, you'll see it's like basically just like a mishmash posh of food, and then I add cheese on top and I put it in the broiler, and it's delicious. I also sometimes, because I already had a tortilla today, I'm probably not going to have one with dinner, but usually I would have a tortilla and I would put it in the broiler and I break it into chips and I add a little bit of sour cream on top of everything. It is so delicious, fulfilling. You don't feel like you're missing out on anything. I think you could put it over a bed of lettuce and make it like a bowl, like a taco bowl. There's so many different ways to eat this way, and I know a lot of people have reached out to me about recipes and easy go-to foods. I always really try and stay like, eat eggs, cheese is really great, bacon, meat in general is good. Just make sure you're always mindful of the sugar and the carbs on things. If there's not a label, don't eat it, because you never know what could be in it. So just check the carbs, check everything, check the sugar, check the hidden sugars. Just, you have to pay attention to what you're eating, and as soon as you do that for a couple of weeks, you start to really pick up on what makes you feel the best. And for me, I know my best self is when I'm eating a lot of leafy greens, so spinach, kale, Brussels sprouts, like those kinds of vegetables make me feel really good because I am a little potassium deficient. I need potassium-rich vegetables in my meals to make me feel my best. I also have found that if I drink too much water, I will get electrolyte deficient because you just kind of flush it all out. So I try and drink a lot of water, but I'm also trying to not drink as much. So that's kind of contradicting itself. But I drink probably 4 or 5 liters a day, but for my body size, that works for me because I am still technically obese. So if you are smaller, the way I eat and how much I eat and the things I eat may not work for you, but I know there's got to be someone on here that can help you. So if you see someone in the comments who is like, this isn't working for me, and you know of a way that something that's worked for you, please help them or guide them in the right direction. Let's make this a back and forth thing. If I'm not responding, respond to someone. Tell them how something's worked for you. And you know, let's just help each other out here. That's really what I'm aiming to do on this channel, not just with keto, but with autism as well. We are a family with a child with special needs, and it's hard, but it's also not life-ending hard. Like, there's worse things that could have happened to us than Ella having autism. So I also try to bring that awareness to my channel as well. If you're new here, I'm just kind of trying to catch you up. And you're not always going to see keto stuff from me. I'm kind of cranking out keto stuff right now because I feel like that's what I'm getting questions about the most. But this is just my life, like I've said over and over again. And no, I just want you guys, I just want to be as honest as I can with you. And I'm really beyond grateful for all of you. I really am. Thank you so much for holding me accountable, and thank you so much for making me my best self. I really appreciate it. I truly do. And I hope that we can just learn and grow from each other. That's a little bit of a different change of pace since Lauren's usually singing at the top of her lungs with Beyonce, but I just needed to like sit down and have a real talk with you guys and just say my feelings, because this is also therapeutic for me and it makes me feel better. So a little self-serving perhaps. So we'll get down and we'll start cooking dinner now, because if it's ready, that's like what, that's also something like a pro tip, mom tip. If you have time in your afternoon to pre-cook your dinner before you have to feed your family at night, do it. Oh my gosh, because the grind, feed her, that all of those kinds of things can, and then the thought of cooking dinner can almost set me up for failure, because then I'm like, I just want to eat something terrible. I'm exhausted. I don't feel like cooking. So that's also a pro tip. I would say, please, you should meal prep if you eat this way, because you're gonna cook 99% of your meals at home. Overwhelming and hard to do sometimes. So if you get a burst of energy, take advantage of it and just knock out a bunch of stuff at one time. Now that I've ranted, let's cook dinner. First step is get your pan. This by saying I am not a chef. Okay? Because I like it. Gag. Hold on. So for vegetables, I'm going to do 1 red pepper, and I have about 3 medium-sized zucchinis and some onion. You can't have fun while you're cooking dinner.
I did not come to play with you. Get a pedicure, get your hair did.
Okay, so the meat is browning. What I'm gonna do next is I'm going to add my chopped and washed vegetables and onion. I have some onion right here as well. Let them all cook together until they become like transparent or like they're starting to get mushy. And then what I'm also gonna do is I'm going to add, because I do not have Rotel, I'm going to add some of this picante salsa. It actually, the macros on this aren't bad. 2 grams of carbs, no sugar, and that's for 2 tablespoons. I'll probably add 6 tablespoons of that along with the taco seasoning packet. And then you let it, the flavors marry, let that cook down. I'll show you. Don't you worry, I'll show you. Okay guys, this is what it looks like with everything in it. It looks like a lot, but it obviously cooks down. Sometimes I even like to add, after all this is cooked and I've added the salsa and the taco seasoning, I'll also add kale. That's also a great way to get potassium in. This looks like a lot because it is, and we'll eat this for lunches for the next couple of days after dinner tonight. So I love this meal. This is my go-to meal. This is the meal I make when I don't really want to cook, and I know it fits in my macros. I know it's carb friendly, and overall I know it's good for me. I mean, out of all the keto stuff I make, this is probably the lowest fat wise. I mean, the sirloin has fat in it, but overall it doesn't have a ton of fat, but it is really delicious, and you can dress it up however you want. You can add your own kind of spin to it. That's also why I love this, because you can make it however you want. You can add any vegetables you want. Also, just be really mindful of when you add the cheese on top, make sure you're grating your own cheese. That's a lesson I learned. That's a lesson I learned the hard way. When I first started keto, I bought pre-packaged shredded cheese, and I had no idea that that has starch in it, because the starch is what they cover it with so that it stick together. So invest in a heavy-duty cheese grater, and it sucks because a lot of recipes on keto call for cheese and you have to grate it all yourself, which is really annoying, to be honest with you. It's like the worst part for me. I hate it. But do that favor for yourself, because that makes a huge difference. And that's what I'm gonna do next. While this is all cooking, I'm gonna grate some cheese. Hey guys, I wanna show you, this is about the time I'm gonna add the seasonings and everything. But you see how the vegetables are like starting to soften and cook through and become like almost clear? Oh. It's a little bit more than as much as I said I was gonna use. Oh well, the taco seasoning. Stir it all together, and you know, turn the heat down a little bit to like a simmer. So mine was at a 5 while I was cooking all of this, and now I'm gonna drop it down to about a 2-3 juices. And that is dinner. Then a pepper fly off. So what I do then after it's all cooked down is I just add the cheese. Put the whole skillet in the broiler for about 30 seconds, let the cheese crisp up on top, then let it sit and cool off, and boom, dinner. Okay guys, so that is what I am eating today. I'll probably have dinner around 6-ish. This is a rare day for me when I had 3 meals. Usually I have just 2, but I decided to have breakfast this morning just because I was not feeling so great. Wanted to fuel my body, and I'm feeling better as the day progresses. So that's awesome. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this kind of helps a little bit. When I go for snacks, I try to do hard-boiled eggs, almonds, cheese, simple foods, guys. That is my biggest thing I always preach, is simple food, and you'll usually get results. So that's dinner. Gonna add the cheese later, and we'll eat later on tonight, and that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching and listening to me ramble and talk about feelings and all of those kinds of things. I appreciate it so much, and I guess until my next video, make sure you guys subscribe, watch my latest video, binge watch, take a day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Bye! So fake. Bye! I need to get it together.